Imagine sitting down with your cup of coffee, ready to embark on an exciting journey into the dynamic world of Python programming. Python, with its ease and flexibility, is like the trusty friend that never lets you down. It's a language that bridges gaps, simplifies complex tasks, and opens up new opportunities, especially for those just beginning their IT careers. So let's dive right into it, shall we? As the name Python suggests, this language makes coding incredibly smooth, allowing you to focus more on creative problem-solving than slogging through cumbersome syntax. It's one of the reasons many industries rely on Python. For instance, Python scripts often automate repetitive tasks, saving considerable time. In data science, Python stands as one of the most vital tools due to its extensive library ecosystem, making data manipulation and visualization effortless. Moreover, Python's simplicity makes it an ideal language to teach programming to beginners or students, fostering their interest in IT careers. To truly master Python, though, you have to understand its inner workings. Let me break it down into bite-sized understandings. Think of CPython, the reference implementation of Python and the most widely used. It's single-threaded and compiled to bytecode, stored in .pyc files. This bytecode runs on the virtual machine, an abstraction layer which takes care of memory management and execution. Impressive, right? On the other hand, there is PyPy, an alternative implementation using the just-in-time compiling. It makes some parts of Python run faster, hence accelerating your coding speed. It's like having a personal coach alongside your main coach, giving that extra bit of motivation and speed. Yet, with it all good, remember, different Python implementations like PyPy might have peculiar behaviors or bugs which you will have to anticipate and handle skillfully. Now, let's talk about Python's execution process. To execute Python code, it runs through two stages. First, a compiler converts the source code into bytecode, a more simplified language that the Python virtual machine could understand more quickly. Then, the bytecode interpreter reads the bytecode and performs the operations instructed by it. Imagine the interpreter as a kind of translator, translating codes into simpler language but not executing them instantly. Once the bytecode is compiled, it's handed over to the Python interpreter, which gets down to the task of executing it, just like a bartender preparing your orders in a busy bar. Beyond this execution process, remember a Python shell, an interactive prompt allows quick testing of small snippets. It feels like a quick chat on the phone and saves no time, really. This interactive testing of code lines can be a fantastic learning and problem-solving tool. One of Python's standout features for an IT fresher is importing libraries. Libraries offer a vast pool of code that can drastically reduce coding time. Some popular libraries include Django for web development, Pandas for data analysis, and NumPy that provides support for large, multidimensional arrays and matrices. It's similar to using pre-built tools while constructing a building, doesn't that speed things up? When it comes to writing code, we shouldn't forget about Python's best practices. A clean, organized script is easier to debug. Remember, you always write code as if your mother would read it. Also, code reusability is another gem. Reusing code snippets saves time and boosts productivity. It's like following the well-known saying, don't reinvent the wheel, but with Python, you are not inventing, you are just customizing it. Speaking of code structures, Python organizes its code into modules and packages. Modules are single files, while packages are collections of modules in a directory with an __init__.py file. It's like unpacking a box into small containers, with each container representing a separate, reusable Python component. With such organized components, reusing code becomes even more straightforward. Lastly, understanding scope in Python. Scope refers to the accessibility of variables in a program. They might be available globally or locally within functions. Picture a locked toolbox in a workshop. Sometimes you need access to multiple tools, sometimes only specific tools. Knowing when to use what can really polish your coding skills and speed up execution. Now that I've shared some vital aspects of Python with you, always remember Python is more than a language, it's a philosophy. It champions simplicity and readability over complexity. And if you are ready to take Python mastery to the next level, I'd suggest visiting neeraj.qzz.io and subscribing to TechLab for some valuable additional resources. Coding in Python, like life, is best experienced in real time. So dive in, play around with the language, and remember, a bit of trial and error goes a long way in the learning process. Happy coding, my friend.